Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Blackwell police arrest pastor wife on child abuse, kidnapping charges. By KOKH staff, dated January 18th, 2024. Look at that. Pastor's wife. Wonderful people, huh? Preaching the word of God. Isn't that wonderful? Blackwell police arrest pastor wife on child abuse, kidnapping charges. So apparently, LAPD, kidnapping children is illegal. How many kidnappings have we had over there in Scientology? As the walls start crumbling down, the truth's going to start coming out, LAPD, so you guys should be ready for the truth. Blackwell, Oklahoma. Blackwell police arrested a pastor and his wife, accused of child abuse, kidnapping, and child neglect. Now, we're going to compare this to what happens in Scientology. Police believe as many as 8 children were beaten with a board. How many documented cases did we have of Wally Hanks, Hanks' nephew, Nathan Rich's experience, children being locked up in the engine rooms, made to clean bathrooms. In fact, LAPD, I know you don't know this because apparently you don't know how to research. The entire kitchen staff of Scientology are children. Isn't that great? Maybe you guys should go over there and get a burger or something from the children slaves. You might like that. Maybe you like children cooking for you as well. Locked in a bathroom for several days without food or water as punishment. Oh, we heard a live account from Shane in Australia of how he was made to do ethics, which is their form of punishment, locked in a small room, only given scraps of food that the adults had picked over, usually beans and rice, which is neglect and will cause malnourishment in the child. Oh, gee whiz. According to a report from Blackwell Police, Chief Jay Brewer, in early January 2024, police received a call from the Oklahoma Department of Humane Services. Oh, is that where we need to report Scientology? To Department of Human Services in Los Angeles? Or are they on the payroll too? Inquiring minds want to know. Concern about several children left home alone. This is how police work is done, LAPD. Clearwater PD, Chi-Town PD, Boston PD. It's how it's done. Police say they received several calls from people concerned about what might be happening inside the home. On Sunday, January 14th, officers went to the home to check on the welfare of the children. That's a thing, LAPD. You can do welfare checks on children. You don't allow the cult members to tell you they can't, that you are not allowed in their building. You're the boss. Crazy as it may sound, police officers, in crime investigations, you guys are actually the boss, not the cult or church, whatever you want to call it. According to the police report, the parents refused to open the door. Who does that sound like, you guys? All that isolation in the lower ranch and the ranch in Nathan Rich's book. All the isolation that Jenna Miscavige experienced, having handlers take her to the bathroom, which, unbeknownst to a lot of people, that's also a form of sexual abuse. Facts. Facts. We know Rinder's okay with it. According to the police report, the parents refused to open the door. Police say the next day, DHS, for anyone who doesn't know, let's just break it down, because, sometimes you got to do that. Department of Health Services or Human Services. Los Angeles Police Department. Crazy. And their officers made another attempt to check on the children. Yeah, they don't, when they see a child write help on a window, they don't just turn and walk away and say that everything's taken care of. LAPD. And again, no one would come to the door. LAPD. Remember when you guys looked at the help sign and didn't do anything to help that child? On January 16th, police say the parents answered the door and let investigators in the house. Yeah, after they cleaned it all up, right? And since when do people get to decide when the police come in? Did I miss something, you guys? You guys, did I not get the memo? Don't police officers dictate when they come in for a search? I'm confused. I suppose you need a warrant, right? But you're going to let child abusers tell you when you come in? Huh. You guys know. Police say they discovered enough evidence to arrest Keith Holt and Candy Holt for child abuse. Look at that, LAPD. They actually gathered evidence. They actually gathered evidence of child abuse, which you guys don't seem to be able to do when it comes to Scientology. When are you guys, Los Angeles Police Department, going to man up or woman up, because there's only 20% women in the LAPD, which does not reflect the general population. When are you guys going to man up or woman up and help these children? Oh, we don't have enough resources. We only have multi-millions of dollars and keep asking for more money, right? Too busy. What is it they get? Streets had said they're too busy guarding the stars getting their Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Pathetic. The police report goes on to say officers believe Holt beat the children. Oh, like Wally Hanks? With a wooden board. Oh, like Wally Hanks. Didn't Wally Hanks have something written on the board? Oh, I wish I could remember, you guys. Wally Hanks had something written on the board that he hit the children with. While in the meantime, he was sexually abusing the girls. Because, they get off on those little girls. Come to my town and do that. Beat the children with a wooden board, sometimes up to 40 times per beating. Sadist, anyone? And they are also accused of locking the kids in a bathroom for several days without food and water as punishment. Do you guys know how lucky it is that one of those children did not die from that? Depending on the age of the child. I mean, maybe if the child was, smart enough, they got a little water from the sink. I don't know if the sink was on. All of the children were taken into protective custody. Well, and honestly, what is that nowadays? You know what I mean? They're going to move them, and that's not the police's fault. They're going to move the children from one abusive situation to the next most of the time. Because there's not that many checks and balances on the foster care system. And then when there is, you guys know what happens. Officers say Keith Holt identified himself as the lead pastor. You guys know every time I hear leader, I say narcissist. Oh, I just can't take it. In House of Prayer Church in Blackwell. Fox 25 is working to confirm if Keith Holt is employed by the House of Prayer Church in Blackwell, but so far haven't gotten a response. They all do the same thing. You see this? They all do the same thing. When you're guilty, that's what you do. You see? If you're innocent, you proclaim your innocence. And how many innocent people have we seen go to prison that continue to proclaim their innocence? Yes, there's guilty people that lie, of course. But I'm talking about really honestly innocent people. They don't deny. They don't avoid the news cameras. On Facebook, we can trust that. However, the Blackwell House of Prayer Church posted, deny, Darvo, deny. The article that is online about the House of Prayer senior pastor is not the truth. He didn't beat his children, even though there's all kinds of evidence. John and Nellie Jack are the senior pastors. Yeah, it's screaming narcissism, you guys, because they need their titles. We do not condone child abuse in any form. Only when we lock our children up in the bathroom. That's all. Oh, please pray for our church. Don't pray for the children. Pray for their church. They're trying to get more donations. You guys know. It's always the same. It's always the same. Police are asking the Kay County District Attorney. I got so many mixed thoughts on these DAs. To file child abuse, kidnapping, and child neglect charges against Keith Holt, and enabling child abuse, kidnapping, and child neglect charges against Candy Holt. Police are asking anyone with any information about this case to contact Blackwell Police Department. We will continue to follow this developing story. How crazy is this? Los Angeles Police Department, Chi-Town, Boston PD, all of you PDs that are in bed with Scientology. This is how child abuse is investigated. And yes, there's no easy answers, but it's our duty as citizens as well as police officers to protect these children. And if you didn't know that, now you know.